Hi everyone, it's Emily. As you can probably tell from the title of this video, I have reset my island. I'm going to be talking a bit more about why I chose that, but I just want to say that I'm so glad to be back making videos and I'm very excited to carry on with this big project with you guys. So what has happened is that I got really burnt out playing Animal Crossing to the point where I actually just completely stopped playing. I wasn't even opening up the game at all. And when this phase came on, it came on quite strongly to the point where I haven't played the game in 2 months, which also means that I haven't been producing any content for you. And I made myself open the game and I went to my old island, which was Ndarakwai, and it was great, but actually it was very full and busy, and I felt like I never really enjoyed that island as much as I did my first island. And that's probably because I tried to make this island with social media and kind of trying to make it alongside my YouTube channel, and so I felt like a lot of the builds I was making were more rushed than they might normally have been, or I was trying to make them really good because I knew people were going to be looking at this, whereas actually what I want to do is just have a fresh start and not worry so much about making this channel with the YouTube being the main focus, just enjoying my channel. So there's probably going to be quite a lot more let's plays instead of speed builds. I will still be doing the speed builds and creating like I used to, but I just wanted to take a more gentle approach and actually, stop time traveling like I was, stop really rushing to try and get all the items and like complete all the seasonal sets and stuff like that, and instead just try to enjoy the process a bit more. So I hope that is all good with you guys, because I really just needed to do something to get me back into playing the game. I've never purposefully reset my island before, and so this was quite a big step to do, but I'm really glad that I've done it because I'm very much looking forward to doing this process. So right here you can see that I am just setting up my character. I really wish that there were more hairstyles available right at the very start of the game, because my favourite hairstyle isn't available just yet, but I think this is fine. I do quite like this hair, and actually I might try playing around with some different looks for my character, because normally there has been just one hairstyle and eye colour and stuff like that I've stuck to, but I might see if there's more that I want to play around with this time. And so we are getting set up and we are going to go to our brand new island. It's quite exciting, and I will be having this island set in the northern hemisphere. And so let's go look at our new island. As for my map choosing, I didn't really worry too much because I knew that I didn't want to reset to try and find the perfect map, so I just chose one that had a nice area I liked, or that I thought looked like it would be good. And I really liked this one right here because it has the river, that kind of circle of river I thought was very cute, and I can see myself doing quite a lot with that. So I just went with this one and didn't try to worry too much about it. I should say that I really hope everyone is okay with the fact that I decided to reset, because I know it's not something that kind of should be taken lightly and just reset your game constantly, but as I say, I've never reset before and I wanted something that would get me back into playing and therefore back into creating videos, and I just think this was probably the best solution for that. And so I hope we can just all be pleased and kind of come on with this journey together, because I'm very excited for it. If you were really interested specifically in my Ndarakwai builds, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, which is crossing_falls, because I have lots of photos of my island there. I will also be making sure to release a dream address, and we'll put it into the description for this video potentially, which will have my old island, so you can still go and look at that. So if that jungle theme that I was doing is what was really you were interested in, you can still watch this, and I'm sure that I will still be creating some jungle themed builds, because that's what I enjoyed. The kind of rainforest look was so much fun. I just want to be a bit looser as well on this island. I feel like I really cornered myself in on Ndarakwai in the fact that I wanted the whole island to be a rainforest, whereas this I would like to try some new aesthetics and just try some different types of builds that I haven't done before. So I'm hoping this should be good. We are meeting Tom Nook, which is really exciting. He introduces us to everyone. And I have got Shari and Rold as my starting villagers. So Shari is such a cute little monkey. She was actually the very first villager I had on my first island, Yusimbara. I had Shari. And then Rold, I know quite a few people were really liking Rold when the game first came out. I must say he was never my very favourite because my favourite penguin is Wade. I really love Wade. But Rold is okay, he's cute, and I think for starting villagers that you have no choice over, these are actually very good pairings. They're both cute, they're both happy, so I'm very pleased with that. And we had to find somewhere to put my tent. I knew that I wanted to put it somewhere on the beach because that way I wouldn't have to place it and destroy any of the trees when I put it down, and it also means that I'll be able to do fishing really easily and run stuff back into my house, as well as the fact that then when I start to design my island, I hopefully won't have houses in the way of where I might want to build. So I was looking for a space on the beach, and it was quite hard to find spaces for the villagers and for myself, because on the beach it kind of says you're too close to the ledge or then that you're too close to the water. But I knew that I was going to want to help out Shari and Rold with choosing their places as well, so that we could all be on the beach together. I thought that would be good because that way it's like we have a little village. It makes it easier to come and visit them if they're at their home. So I was just pleased with that. So I took their tents off of them, which you can do just by talking to them and saying that you're going to help them choose a spot instead of them picking it for themselves. So Rold gave me his tent, and then I was trying to place them next to me, but as I say, it was just having some issues getting the tents to find space. In the end I found this spot for Shari, and can I just say, I feel like the villagers' tents are so much cuter than our tent is. That round tent looks really nice. And then Rold, I was really struggling to find space for him. I think maybe I should have seen if I could have put my house a bit further to the left, but it didn't really matter. I just went ahead and placed Rold on the other side of the beach. He's still very near to us, and he still gets a lovely beach home. So there we go. Everyone has their tents picked out now, so we are all sorted, and we come back and it is now in the afternoon. The sun is starting to set, and Rold and Shari are both there, and they go ahead and they help out with Timmy and Tommy. And then Tom Nook asked if I would come and help him set up for this party that we're going to have. He sent me off to go and collect tree branches, and you only need 10, and so it should be quite easy to find these. And actually I never really had any problem finding these because there were so many just lying about on the floor. There were definitely more than 10, so it was good because I grabbed these really quickly, and then I ran on back to Tom Nook, who says that he had been experimenting with the cherry trees. And then when we came back, it was night time. He went ahead and lit up a campfire, which is one of my favourite parts. I really like this opening ceremony on the first day. I think it just makes you feel really excited for your island. And so we have to come up with a name. So I think I might have said this before on my channel, but I normally name my islands off of this trip that I went to in Tanzania, and I named them off of some of the camps that we went to because I love that trip and I feel like the names work really well for an island. So I went with Tanga, Tanga, and everyone was pleased with that, of course. So that is what this island is going to be called, Tanga. I'm really pleased with that. I think it's quite a good name for an island. It has a nice ring to it, in my opinion. So now we all get to drink our yummy cherry juice that I went ahead and collected. And then you're just kind of left in this party. I wanted to have a chat with everyone. It was exciting just to get to see everybody for the first time, really enjoying this ceremony and getting myself ready to start this new life on my new island, which, as I say, I am very, very excited about. So I decided that once I had seen everybody and had a look around, I would go ahead and talk to Tom Nook and tell him I was going to go to bed, because that is how you get given your camping cot, and it kind of lets you finish this ceremony. So I'm really pleased with the location of my villages. It is a bit of a shame that Roald had to be placed over on this other side, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm sure he won't be too lonely, and I can still visit him really easily. So now I think I will just go ahead and get inside my tent, and we have these gifts, which was a lantern and a radio player. And I'm just going to quickly set this up, but I won't worry too much about decorating this house until it is a bit bigger, because there's not going to be very much room to work with. So over that night time, you have some dialogue. KK comes and talks to you, and then in the morning Tom Nook set me up with my Nookpedia and the phone, and so I was just kind of working through that. I did decide to cut that part out because I felt like the dialogue might have been a bit much, but here I am just working through my phone, looking through all the apps and kind of running through this initial dialogue that talks you through how you can use all of them. That is the only thing about resetting, is that you definitely have to work your way through a lot of this dialogue or these explanations, and once you've played the game once, you already know how to work most of these things, so it's not as important for you. But I just made my way through that. I already earned some Nook miles, so we need to collect 5,000 of those to pay off my initial home fee. And Nintendo sent me a recipe, and I'm going to work on the recipes and really kind of play through my first day once I get into my next episode. So this video is really just going to be for the setting up process and that first day. And I spoke to Sherry, and she actually also gave me a recipe. And then I wanted to talk to Roald as well. I found him just over here, quite near to his house. And he is going to be my Bubba buddy. I really like him, he is quite sweet. And he gave me a mesh cap, which I think looks absolutely amazing. So of course we're going to have to leave that on for ages now. It's definitely hard to get your clothes when you first start the game as well, because you're kind of looking for anyone to try and give you clothes. I did do a little bit of reading, but really this was all I had to do, because as I say, I want to start my next day in another video. I hope you're all pleased that I will be back and making videos. I am sorry that I took such a long break of 2 months, but I'm back now. I will be making these videos consistently and producing content for you all. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it. And leave me a comment letting me know if you've ever reset your island. Did you have any tips for me if you have done so? And then make sure that you're subscribed, because I'm going to be making this island on this YouTube channel, so you'll get to see any builds that I do. You'll get to see me create this whole island from scratch. I'm really excited. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all very shortly. Bye!